Hey, your boy K Minor, former NFL linebacker and mental toughness and peak performance coach. I'm so glad to be with you. I'm so glad to serve you. Hey, welcome back. Today we're diving in again, man. We're talking about issues that small business owners have. Let me say it again. We're talking about issues that small business owners have, right? These issues are pertinent across the globe. Right? I don't care where you go. You can have business over in the U.S., over in Russia. Doesn't matter, right? Similar issues, same issues. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's start with number one. Listen, I think the first issue that small business has, I know I had it, is finding customers, right? How do you find customers, right, to give us money? Moolah, dinero, ducats, right? How do we find customers, right, to give us money? So my question to you is, what are you doing to find customers? What's your approach, right? How's it working for you? Are you having success? Yes and no. Why and why not? Right? I know in my company, what we used a lot was door hangers. We used a lot of mass mailing to find customers, right? That was a big thing for us. But what are you doing and what's working? Because if you're not finding customers, you're not creating sales. If you're not creating sales, man, your doors will be closing very soon, right? So what are you doing to find customers, right? What's working? Are you using social media, right? Are you using a sales team, right? Are you using, paid ads, right? Are you door hanging, right? Are you door knocking, right? Are you on the phone, right? What are you doing? It doesn't matter. Anything can work, right? There's endless amounts of ways to do it, but what are you doing in your company, right? So you can grow sales, increase profitability, right? And create a winning culture. What are you doing to find customers, right? And when you do find those customers, how do you keep them on, right? Keep them on board for multiple sales, right? Not just a one-off sale, right? So what are you doing to find customers? That's number one. Number two issue affecting small businesses is hiring the right talent, right? Listen, I was at 15 employees and I went to 120. Right? It was a long process to find the right talent. And sometimes I didn't have the right talent, right? But I had to work what I had. And I had to really give more encouragement and give more guidance, right? So what are you doing, right? What approach, what system do you have to find and hire the right talent so you can have success? Because listen, if you're a business owner, you know good and well you can't do it by yourself. And even entrepreneurs, I know people, I'm a infopreneur, all that good stuff. Listen, at the end of the day, if you really want to grow and scale, right, there's no small, great companies, right? You need people to help you do that, right? So what are you doing to hire great talent, right? Word of mouth, right? Are you putting ads out there, right? Are you getting referrals through your current employees, right? What are you doing? What avenues are you working and hitting on? Think about this now so you can hire the right talent, because the only way that you're going to have a successful business by having the right people in place to move around, right? To move things around, right? Hiring the right talent so you make sure that Cindy's doing her job, Mike's doing their job, but make sure Mike and Cindy are in the right place, right, to be successful, right? So hiring the right talent, right? Number three, kind of the biggest issues of business owners, small business owners, is marketing, right? How are you marketing your business? How people know about you? What are you doing? What are you saying? Right? What's your marketing look like? What's your sales letter look like? What's your ads look like? Right? What's your Instagram look like? Your YouTube look like? Right? What are you doing, right, to bring business in, right? Because marketing is so massive, right? The word is so broad, right? And there's so many avenues you can go down when it talks to marketing. But what are you doing? What are you doing that's making the phones ring? What are you doing that's getting people to come into your door, right? These are serious issues that, as a small business owner, you have got to know. You got to understand and realize that, hey, listen, if these issues aren't fixed or not done right, you will be out of business. Let me say it again. You will be out of business, right? And that's not what we want for you. I want you to have success. And I want you to make tons of money so you can change more lives. And so what is your marketing approach, right? Make sure you understand it and make sure you're talking to the right market, right? Right. I don't want you to have, right, a product that's for, age 18 to 25. You're targeting 75-year-olds, right? It doesn't work, right? Make sure your marketing is targeting the right product, right people, right? And the right demographics so you can have more success, more sales, and make more money. Number four of kind of issues that affect small business owners is delegation. Right? You must be delegating out things, right? You can't think because you're the owner and the CEO and the founder, you're going to do everything. Man, it don't work. I tried it for a little bit. It did not work. I faced some hardship, right? I had to learn, okay, Mike, you got that. Chris, that's you. Cindy, that's you. So on and so forth. You have got to delegate. If you're not delegating the business, right, or the work inside the business, you will struggle. You have issues, and you can't scale that, right? If you're doing everything, you can't scale that business, right? You can't grow like you should grow, right? So how are you delegating? I will say this here. Here's a tip that I use, right? Find all your employees, right? Find their best traits, right? Find their best traits and align those in the position that they need for that trait. For example, right? If I have Cindy, right, who's phenomenal customer service, people person, right? Then I want her in front of people, right? I'm not going to put her in the back office, right? She's bubbly, she's excited, she has a lot of energy. I want her in front of people. So make sure, right, you align it, right? So for example, if I'm a quarterback, if I'm a QB, right? I'm not playing DB, right? That's not my thing. That's putting me out of position. Make sure you put Cindy, Mike, Chris, Tina, Pam, John, all in a position to be successful. All right. And then the last piece, I think probably the most important piece, right, that affects small business owners today is cash flow. Let me say it again, cash flow, right? First of all, that game is pretty cool. By Robert Kiyosaki, Cash Flow. Little plug. If you haven't played it yet, go try it. Anyway, cash flow. Listen, That's a livelihood, man. Your business runs on that cash flow, right? Every single month, whatever, weekly, whatever it is, that cash flow is huge. So make sure you know what your expenses are, and make sure you know that there's a borderline cash flow you have to have. If you don't have that, you got to figure out why. Right now, here also listen. I don't want you to get so bogged down in expenses where you forget about growing top line sales, because top line sales is crucial. It's key, right? Because expenses only go so low, right? Your cell phone bill can't go any lower where you're at, baby. T-Mobile, right? Verizon, right? That's where it's at, right? So you got to grow your revenue, so kind of make the expenses obsolete in a sense, right? So understand what your cash flow looks like. Right, for cash flow, for emergencies, for payroll, right? You got to make sure your cash flow is strong and it's healthy. A strong, healthy cash flow, right, can get you through to the tough storms and the bad times. But lack of cash flow, right? And I've been there. It is not fun and it's not pretty. So make sure you have a nice chunk of cash flow on hand. So again, the 5, I think, issues that affect small business owners across the globe, right? Finding customers, right? Hiring talent, marketing, delegation, and cash flow. And so how do I bring this back into mental toughness and peak performance? So you understand this, that as someone who should be mentally tough and is mentally tough, I know that finding customers is part of the process. Right? But I know I can't get bogged down. I can't get upset or frustrated when it's not happening the way I want it to happen. I know someone mentally tough that when I'm hiring talent, I'm going to lose some talent. Right? I'm going to have some talent that don't work. I get it, right? But I understand that's part of the process, right? I don't take it as like, oh, what was me? I take it as a learning experience, right, to grow and become better. Whether it's marketing, delegation, or cash flow, I understand that as a mentally tough person, I'm going to experience those issues in that category. I learn from it, I get better from it, and I grow from it. The same as peak performance, right? Being a former athlete, right? High level, right? So boom, how do I get my people, right, to be at a high level like me, right? And again, they all won't follow you, but at the end of the day, right, I want to try, right? How do I get my marketing team, right, to think like I think at a high level, right, to push out content information so we can become, right, get past obscurity, right? You know, how do I get my people think about delegation, right? If you're leading these 3 or 4 people here, right, think as a leader, right? How is somebody who's in a leadership role and who's a peak performer, how would they think? How would they structure? How would they act? Right? That's what I want to push through my people, right? And even with cash flow, right? As someone who's mentally tough, as someone who's a peak performer, right? How do we have damn good cash flow every single month? What should we do? What must we do, right? And so I think of, from a standpoint of mental toughness and peak performance, like when I apply this in my business, right? All 5 of these tips, how do I excel at each one of these things? People understand what I'm about, but more importantly, how do I get my employees and my people to buy into me so boom, we can crush it, right? So listen, Corey Miner here. I'd love to serve you. I hope this video has helped you. Listen, if you are an entrepreneur, business owner, $500,000, $1 million a year company, you know, with 5, 6 employees, preferably sales reps, and you want to know how to have mental toughness, how to perform, how to implement peak performance in your company, listen, link down below. You'd love to book a call with you and show you what my company does. If you're a sales professional, if you're in sales, man, you're trying to pound the pavement, make it happen, right? Door-to-door sales, phone sales, doesn't matter. You're trying to pound that pavement, make it happen, right? And you say, man, listen, I know I could go more. I know I can ramp it up, man. Book a call with me down below. Let's talk about your peak performance. Talk about how I can help you go to the next level, right? But at the end of the day, it's totally up to you, right? I can hold your hand, but I can't make you drink it, baby. So at the end of the day, hey, I wish you success. I wish you happiness, and I'm wishing you crush it, all right? So remember this, it's always your choice to get off the sideline and to get into the game. Boom, have a good one. Talk to you soon. Deuces.